Ali software wala, and I'm a level one student at Dhan School Istanbul campus. So we use today I'm here with the new Maya. So today's my topic is what's on one business strategy every beginner should know. So let's make an Maya on this topic. So let's start. First of all, call the Maya for some questions. वैसा कुछ नहीं आप
Hey, what's up?
Hello Maya, can you hear me? Okay. So Maya, first question from you is what is a business strategy and
Gotcha.
why is
You were
having
starting to say
strategy
something?
important for beginners? So please give me a very interesting answer on this topic. I'm waiting for your interesting answers. Let's start.
So, on what topic? You trailed off there for a sec. Just want to make sure I'm on the same page. Everything all right? Just also at so what's on your mind? Anything you want to chat about? Oh,
Maya, my
alright.
question to you is what is business strategy and why is having strategy important for beginners? So please give me a very interesting answer on this topic. So let's start.
Um, business strategy. Okay, so basically it's like having a roadmap for what a company wants to achieve and how they plan to get there. It's not just about having a good idea, it's about figuring out how to actually make that idea profitable and sustainable. For beginners, having a strategy is super important because it forces you to really think through everything. Like, who are your customers? What makes you different from everyone else? How are you going to make money? Without a strategy, you're kind of just flailing around hoping something sticks, you know? It helps you focus your resources, make smart decisions, and avoid wasting time and money on stuff that isn't going to work. It's like if you're building a house, you need blueprints first, right? Otherwise, it's going to be a mess. You still there? Just checking in. Anything I said not land in right?
Why it's not clarifully answered? So please give me clarifully answer because I don't clear.
Fair enough. Let me be clearer. Think of it like this. A business strategy is a plan to win in a specific market. It's not just about making a product or offering a service. It's about figuring out how to beat the competition. For a beginner, having a strategy means thinking through things like, what problem are you solving? Who are you solving it for? And how are you going to reach those people? It's about making deliberate choices, like deciding who your ideal customer is and focusing all your energy on attracting them instead of trying to be everything to everyone. Without a strategy, you're basically guessing. With a strategy, you're making informed decisions. Does that make a little more sense?
Okay, so my next question from you is what is the one business is and strategy every beginner should know? How does planning help a new business succeed? So please give me a very interesting answer on this topic. I'm waiting for your long answers. Let's start.
All right, buckle up because this is a good one. The one business concept and strategy every beginner should know is finding a niche. Basically, don't try to be everything to everyone. Instead, pinpoint a very specific group of people with a very specific problem and become the absolute best solution for them. Think super focused. Now, how does planning help a new business succeed? Seriously, it's everything. A solid business plan isn't just about getting funding, though it helps with that. It's about forcing you to think through every single aspect of your business, like really truly think it through. It's about identifying potential problems before they happen, figuring out how you're going to overcome them, and setting realistic goals. Planning helps you define your target market, analyze your competition, figure out your pricing, and create a marketing strategy. It forces you to map out your finances, how much money you need to start, how much revenue you expect to generate, and how you're going to manage your cash flow. It's a way to test your idea before you invest a ton of time and money into it. Without a plan, you're driving blind. You might have a great idea, but if you don't know who your customers are, how to reach them, or how to make a profit, you're setting yourself up for failure. A good plan keeps you focused, accountable, and helps you adapt when things inevitably go wrong, because they always do. It's not about predicting the future, it's about preparing for it. It's about building a solid foundation for long-term success instead of just hoping for the best. Honestly, it's the difference between a hobby and a viable business. You good? Still with
Okay,
me? That
so
was a
viewers.
bit of a word.
Okay, so Maya, my next question from you is what happens when a business starts without strategy? So, who is target customer? Why should beginners understand their target market? And what is value proposition? So, please give a very interesting and fully long answer on this topic. I'm waiting for your answers. Let's start.
All right, let's dive in. When a business starts without a strategy, chaos. Honestly, it's a recipe for wasted time, money, and a whole lot of frustration. Think of it like building a house without any blueprints. You'll end up with something structurally unsound and probably not what you envisioned. Without strategy, you're just like throwing stuff at the wall and hoping something sticks, and that's rarely effective. Now, who is a target customer? Your target customer is the specific group of people most likely to buy your product or service. It's not everyone. It's not people who need this. It's a very defined segment of the population with shared characteristics, things like age, location, income, interests, pain points, and buying behaviors. Why should beginners understand their target market? Because everything you do, from product development to marketing to sales, should be geared towards attracting and satisfying those specific people. If you don't know who you're trying to reach, you're wasting resources on people who aren't interested. Understanding your target market allows you to tailor your messaging, choose the right marketing channels, and develop products that genuinely meet their needs. It's about being laser focused instead of spreading yourself too thin. And finally, what is a value proposition? Your value proposition is what makes your business different and better than the competition. It's the reason why someone should choose you over everyone else. It's not just what you offer, but the benefit customers receive from choosing you. It answers the question, why should I buy from you? A strong value proposition clearly communicates the value you deliver, and it's tailored to the specific needs and desires of your target market. It's got to be clear, concise, and compelling. For example, let's say you're starting a dog walking business. A weak value proposition would be, we walk dogs. A strong value proposition would be, we provide busy professionals with peace of mind, knowing their beloved dogs are getting exercised and socialized even when they can't be there. See the difference? The second one speaks directly to the target customer's pain point, being busy, and offers a specific benefit, peace of mind. So, to wrap it all up, strategy guides the whole ship. Knowing your target customer focuses your efforts, and a strong value proposition tells people why they should choose you. They all work together. Start without any of these, and you're kind of just adrift. Does that make sense? I went pretty long, as requested. Still there? Just want to make sure that didn't go on too long and lose you.
Okay, so I have a next question from you is how does a strong value proposition help a business? So, why is customer need important in business? So, please give a very interesting and fully long answer on this topic. I'm waiting for your very long answer. Let's start.
Strong value proposition is like the North Star for your business. It helps in a ton of ways. First, it attracts the right customers. When you clearly communicate the benefit you provide, you're more likely to draw on people who genuinely need and want what you're offering. It's like a magnet for your ideal customer. Second, it justifies your pricing. If you can clearly demonstrate the value you deliver, customers are more willing to pay a premium price. It's not just about being the cheapest, it's about being the best value. Third, it sets you apart from the competition. In a crowded market, a strong value proposition helps you stand out and be remembered. It tells people why you're different and why they should choose you over everyone else. Fourth, it informs your marketing. Your value proposition should be the core message of your marketing materials. It should be woven into everything you say and do. It guides your messaging and helps you connect with your target audience. And finally, it helps you stay focused. By clearly defining your value proposition, you're forced to think about what you do best and why it matters. This helps you stay focused on your core competencies and avoid getting sidetracked. Basically, a strong value proposition isn't just a marketing tagline, it's the foundation of your entire business. It drives growth, builds loyalty, and ultimately determines your success.
Okay, so my next question from you is how can beginners identify customer problems and what is marketing research? So please give me a very interesting answer on this topic. So let's start.
All right, let's tackle identifying customer problems and marketing research. This is where the rubber meets the road, honestly. So, how can beginners identify customer problems? There are a bunch of ways. First, talk to people. Seriously, just have conversations with potential customers. Ask them about their frustrations, their pain points, what keeps them up at night. Don't pitch your idea, just listen. Second, hang out where your target customers hang out, online and offline. Join relevant forums, Facebook groups, subreddits, attend industry events, see what people are talking about. What questions are they asking? What complaints are they making? Third, pay attention to reviews of similar products or services. What are people saying they like and dislike? What's missing? What could be better? Fourth, use social listening tools. These tools can track mentions of keywords related to your industry and help you identify trends and pain points. Finally, don't be afraid to survey potential customers. A simple online survey can provide valuable insights into their needs and preferences. Now, what is marketing research? Marketing research is basically the process of systematically gathering and analyzing information about your target market, your competitors, and your industry. It's about making informed decisions based on data, not just gut feelings. It goes beyond just talking to a few people. It involves things like conducting surveys, analyzing market trends, and testing your marketing messages. There are different types of marketing research: exploratory research, which is used to define the problem; descriptive research, which describes characteristics of a population or phenomenon; and causal research, which investigates cause and effect relationships. Marketing research can help you understand your target audience's needs, identify market opportunities, assess your competition, and evaluate the effectiveness of your marketing efforts. It's a crucial part of developing a successful business strategy. It's honestly about minimizing risk by understanding what's really going on in the market. It's not cheap, but it's almost always worth the investment. Does that all make sense? It's a lot, I know. Still with me? Just wanted to
Okay,
check
so
in.
my next
That was a
question
fairly
from you
hefty
is
answer.
what is market research important for startups? What is the difference between profit and review? So please give me very interesting and very long answer about this topic. I'm waiting for your interesting answers. Let's start.
Okay, deep dive time. Let's break down why market research is crucial for startups. Then we'll tackle the profit versus revenue difference. First, market research for startups isn't a nice to have, it's a must have. Startups are inherently risky. You're trying to bring something new to the world, and there's a high chance of failure. Market research dramatically increases your odds of success by helping you validate your idea before you sink a ton of time and money into it. Helps you answer critical questions like, is there actually a need for your product or service? Who are your potential customers? What are they willing to pay? Who are your competitors and what are they doing? What are the current market trends? Without answers to these questions, you're basically guessing. Market research helps you minimize risk, refine your product, and target your marketing efforts effectively. It also helps you attract investors. They want to see that you've done your homework and that there's a viable market for your product. Think of it as a safety net, a compass, and a roadmap, all rolled into one. Now let's talk about profit versus revenue. These terms are often used interchangeably, but they are fundamentally different. Revenue is the total amount of money a company brings in from sales. It's the top line number on your income statement. It's the total inflow of cash before any expenses are deducted. Think of it as the gross income. Profit, on the other hand, is what's left over after you subtract all your expenses from your revenue. It's the bottom line number on your income statement. There are different types of profit: gross profit, operating profit, and net profit, each reflecting different levels of expense deduction. Gross profit is revenue minus the cost of goods sold. Operating profit is gross profit minus operating expenses like salaries, rent, and marketing. Net profit is operating profit minus interest and taxes. Basically, revenue is how much money comes in. Profit is how much money you actually keep. You can have high revenue but low profit, or even a loss if your expenses are too high. A profitable business is a sustainable business. You can survive on revenue alone, but you can't thrive. Understanding the difference is absolutely crucial for financial management. You need to track both revenue and profit to get a clear picture of your company's financial health. You can generate a ton of revenue, but if your costs are higher, you're in trouble. A high revenue doesn't necessarily mean a healthy business. You need to be making a profit to survive long term. So, to recap, market research is essential for startup success, helping you validate your idea and minimize risk. And profit and revenue are two different but equally important metrics for measuring financial performance. Revenue is the total money coming in. Profit is what you keep after expenses. Got it? That was long, as requested.
Okay, so my next question from you is, what
Everything
are
making
common
sense?
mistakes beginners make in businesses, and how can a beginner avoid business failure? So please give me a very interesting answer on this topic. So let's.
All right, let's talk about common beginner mistakes and how to dodge disaster, honestly. But here are some big ones. First, lack of planning. We've talked about strategy, but many beginners jump in without a solid business plan. They underestimate the amount of work and resources required. Second, underestimating the competition. They think their idea is unique and don't bother to research what other companies are doing. Third, poor financial management. They don't track their expenses, manage their cash flow, or understand their break-even point. Fourth, trying to do everything themselves. They're afraid to ask for help or delegate tasks, which leads to burnout and inefficiency. Fifth, ignoring customer feedback. They fall in love with their idea and don't listen to what customers are actually saying. Sixth, inadequate marketing. They assume that if they build it, people will come and don't invest in effective marketing strategies. Seventh, scaling too quickly. They grow too fast and can't handle the increased demand. Now, how can a beginner avoid business failure? First, develop a detailed business plan. Second, conduct thorough market research. Understand your target audience, your competition, and your industry. Third, manage your finances carefully. Track your expenses, create a budget, and monitor your cash flow. Fourth, build a strong team. Don't be afraid to ask for help and delegate tasks. Fifth, listen to your customers. Seek feedback and use it to improve your product or service. Sixth, develop a robust marketing strategy. Reach your target audience through effective marketing channels. Seventh, scale gradually. Don't try to grow too fast, and make sure you have the resources to handle increased demand. Eighth, be adaptable. The business landscape is constantly changing, so be prepared to pivot and adjust your strategy as needed. Finally, don't be afraid to fail. Failure is a learning opportunity. Embrace it, learn from it, and move on. It's almost inevitable. It's how you respond to it that matters. Essentially, it boils down to being prepared, being customer focused, and being willing to learn. A little humility goes a long way. Does that give you a good starting point?
Okay, so my next question from you is what is customer satisfaction and why should beginners focus on customer satisfaction? So please give me a very interesting and fully long answer on this topic. I'm waiting for your answers. Let's start.
All right. Let's unpack customer satisfaction. Simply put, customer satisfaction is how happy customers are with your product or service. But it's more than just a feeling, it's a measure of how well you're meeting and exceeding their expectations. It's about the entire experience a customer has with your business, from the first time they hear about you to long after they've made a purchase. Now, why should beginners focus on customer satisfaction? It's honestly the lifeblood of any business, but it's especially critical for startups. Here's why. Repeat business. Happy customers are loyal customers. They're much more likely to come back and buy from you again, which is far more cost effective than acquiring new customers. Second, word of mouth marketing. Satisfied customers are your best advocates. They'll tell their friends, family, and colleagues about your business, generating free and valuable word of mouth marketing. Third, positive online reviews. In today's digital age, online reviews are hugely influential. Happy customers are more likely to leave positive reviews, which can attract new customers. Fourth, increased revenue and profitability. Loyal customers spend more money over time, leading to increased revenue and profitability. Fifth, competitive advantage. In a crowded marketplace, exceptional customer service can be a key differentiator. It sets you apart from the competition and gives customers a reason to choose you. Sixth, valuable feedback. Satisfied customers are often willing to provide valuable feedback that can help you improve your products, services, and processes. Ignoring customer satisfaction is like sawing off the branch you're sitting on. It's short-sighted and ultimately self-destructive. Beginners often get so focused on acquiring new customers that they neglect the ones they already have. That's a mistake. It's far more cost-effective to retain existing customers than to constantly chase new ones. Focusing on customer satisfaction isn't just about being nice, it's about building a sustainable, profitable business. It's about creating a customer-centric culture where everyone in your organization is committed to delivering an exceptional experience. It's about going above and beyond to exceed expectations. It's also an investment. Every dollar you invest in improving customer satisfaction will pay dividends in the long run. So, prioritize it, measure it, and continually strive to improve it. Your business will thank you for it.
I have my next question from you is what is the word of mouth marketing and how does word of mouth help small businesses and what is budgeting in businesses? So give me an interesting answer on this topic. So let's start.
All right, let's break down word of mouth marketing and budgeting. First, word of mouth marketing is exactly what it sounds like, people telling other people about your business. It's when a customer has a great experience and recommends you to their friends, family, or colleagues. It's the most authentic form of advertising there is because it comes from a trusted source. It's not a paid ad or a slick marketing campaign. It's a genuine recommendation. Now, how does it help small businesses? Tremendously. First, it's free. Unlike traditional advertising, word of mouth doesn't cost you anything directly. Second, it's incredibly credible. People trust recommendations from friends and family more than they trust ads. Third, it reaches a targeted audience. People are more likely to share your business with others who are likely to be interested in it. Fourth, it builds trust and credibility. Positive word of mouth can significantly enhance your brand reputation. Fifth, it has a ripple effect. One positive recommendation can lead to another, and another, creating a chain reaction. A happy customer can turn into a loyal advocate, and that's priceless for a small business. Now, let's talk about budgeting in businesses. Budgeting is the process of creating a plan for how you're going to spend your money. It's essentially a financial roadmap that outlines your expected income and expenses over a specific period of time, typically a month, quarter, or year. A good budget helps you track your cash flow, control your spending, and make informed financial decisions. It's not just about limiting spending, it's about allocating resources strategically to achieve your business goals. A budget typically includes things like revenue projections, cost of goods sold, operating expenses, marketing costs,
Maya, it's
and
enough.
capital expenditure.
Okay, so we were this was our Maya. I hope you like it.
My
I meet with a new
apologies.
Maya next topic.
Got
Thank you
my
and Allah
wires
Hafiz,
crossed there for a
Pakistan
sec.
Zindabad.
You're right to point that out, Maya. Thanks for